This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of December 6th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. Nestle says it will invest $400 million to expand its facility in Anderson, and it is asking the city for help. Our partners at the Herald Bulletin report the company is seeking a 7-year, 70% tax abatement on the planned expansion of the plant that employs 800. Nestle says the growth will likely result in 68 new jobs for the community. Additionally, Interstate Cold Storage is seeking a tax abatement on a $31 million expansion that will create an additional 20 jobs. It would be the third expansion for the facility that opened in 2019. FedEx Supply Chain, the third-party logistics division of FedEx Corporation, plans to lay off 179 employees in Indianapolis. In a notice to the state posted Monday, the company said it is part of a move to discontinue management and operation of a facility on the city's west side. FedEx said its customer decided to transition the business to a new location that will be managed by a new third-party logistics provider. A mediator from the Federal Mediation and Conciliation Service has been called in to assist with negotiations between the Teamsters Union and specialty plastics manufacturer Monosol as the two parties agreed to resume bargaining this week. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report 190 workers have been locked out of the LaPorte plant since last Wednesday, and members of Teamsters Local 135 have been picketing since then. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Whether it's a new hire or a noteworthy promotion, IIB's Bigwigs and New Gigs serves as a platform to promote your team. Our revamped offering includes being featured on both the newly redesigned newsletter and at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Subscribers to the Business News subscription save $10 off every listing, plus you can save $100 by bundling your submission to IIB with the Indianapolis Business Journal or the Indiana Lawyer. More at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
A city commission this week is set to consider providing an additional $25 million to the redevelopment of Pan Am Plaza in downtown Indianapolis. Here's Gary Dick.
The allocation, which would come from the city's downtown Consolidated Tax Increment Financing District, will be considered during a Metropolitan Development Commission meeting on Wednesday. The $550 million project includes a $125 million expansion of the Indiana Convention Center, which the city is paying for, as well as an 800-room hotel being developed by local developer Kite Realty Group Trust. A second 600-room hotel is planned for a later phase of the project. The resolution calling for the new funding does not specify what the money would be used for, except to say it would go toward the payment of expenses associated with the project and other local public improvements, furthering the redevelopment of Pan Am Plaza. The allocation would not create additional taxes downtown, but instead tap into tax revenue already on hand in city coffers. Unallocated TIF dollars are generally used for development projects in which the city has a direct interest. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana University on Monday announced an extension of its strategic partnership with Naval Surface Warfare Center Crane Division. The university says the partnership is designed to create a pathway for technology developed at Crane to move through the commercialization pipeline and increase the number of startup and licensing deals for both partners. The partnership was first established in 2012 through the signing of an intermediary agreement, which was renewed in 2017. The extension was marked by a ceremonial signing event at Naval Support Activity Crane, located about 40 miles southwest of Bloomington. Results of a new survey conducted by Indiana Public Broadcasting and Ball State University's Bowen Center for Public Affairs show a vast majority of Hoosiers believe marijuana should be legal in some form. The founder and CEO of Carmel-based 3Chi could not agree more. Justin Journet's company produces a variety of CBD oil-based products ranging from candy to vape cartridges derived from hemp.
We had a economic study done a year or two ago, and the market here in Indiana is $2 billion. People are listening at the State House, and I really hope that something comes to fruition out of that, because Indiana is in a position where they could really dominate the cannabis space overall.
The survey shows more than 85% of respondents say that marijuana should be legal in some form, while only 15% are saying it should be illegal. 29% said marijuana use should be limited for medicinal purposes. Children's Museum of Indianapolis CEO Jennifer Pace Robinson is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.